Hi friends, welcome back to Leonyx Tarot, and today we're doing a pick a card reading on how they see you. So this can be pretty much anyone that you have in mind, and we're going to do 3 piles. We're going to look at how your overall energy, how they see you, and we'll get additional messages as well. So we have 3 piles to choose from: pile 1, pile 2 and pile 3. Feel free to pause the video if you need to select your pile, and I will see you in your reading. Hi pile 1. So these are going to be your energy check for your reading and we'll get straight into it. So you have first quarter moon in Scorpio, release your blocks, and we also have Thoth light codes with light initiation, great teacher, awakening and divine magic. And we also have Star Keeper, cosmic ancestor, see the light by staying grounded. So on first impressions, because this is your current energy that you're in, you're very intuitive and spiritually connected, and you're also very grounded in who you are. You come across as being very authentic and really knowing who you are and not afraid to speak your truth, because we have a lot of blues here as well. You're a great communicator. Although there may be some things that you're still releasing and working through at the moment. And you may also have Scorpio or Scorpio placements within your chart as well, because we have Scorpio coming out here. But there is something about your connection with spirit. It's very prominent in your life. You potentially work with spirit, whether it be through reading tarot cards or channeling or doing some kind of healing work or energy work. It's a strong possibility as well. Or it's something that is part of your everyday practice, whether it be through meditation, yoga. But it's part of the foundation of who you are. And I'd also say that you're pretty much potentially a closed book, because there isn't a lot coming through. It's like you keep everything sort of to yourself as well. So we're going to get straight into the tarot, and hopefully we will get some more come through and things will start to flow if we can kind of crack the surface. Because it's almost like you're in this shield here, in this bubble. Whether you psychically protect yourself, and because you're quite psychically gifted, you know how to protect your energy and protect yourself. So you don't really let people below the surface, it almost feels. Either that, or you're being quite guarded about how you feel about this situation. It may be that you don't really want to acknowledge it, or you don't want to show who you're inquiring about how you feel. So it will be interesting to see how they view you, because I'm not quite sure whether this is your current energy or how they are perceiving your current energy. Spirit. How does pile one's person feel about them, please? Or how do they see them, sorry. How does pile one's person see them? How do they view them? How do they see my pile ones, please, Spirit? Seven of Swords. Yeah, you keep things to yourself. And they aren't quite sure how to read you. Can I get some more, please, Spirit? On how my pile one's person sees them. How does my pile one's person see them, please, Spirit? How does my pile one's person see them, please, Spirit? This one wants to come out. Six of Wands in reverse. Yeah, they don't think that they would be victorious if they were to come forwards towards you. And they see you as being really strong and having that courage to be authentically you. And back of the deck we have the Page of Swords in reverse. So it's almost like they see you as their complete happiness with the Ten of Cups here. But they don't know quite how to kind of get past that protective layer. They feel like they would be shot down if they were to come forwards towards you. And they may keep an eye on you on social media and to see what you're up to and to see how you are and those sorts of things. If they aren't communicating with you and coming forwards, that's what they're doing, to kind of keep an eye on you, because they don't feel like they're worthy of you almost. They think that you're completely happy on your own or without them, or you'd be better off with someone else. But it's because they aren't seeing the situation clearly. They're still going through healing and integrating things of their own, which is why they aren't coming. If there's no contact, it would be why they're not coming forwards. And it feels very much like they're keeping their distance right now and just kind of watching you from afar, and they're watching you evolve and make changes in your life, and just kind of watching you grow. And they're almost in awe of it, the way that you can adapt and change to what life throws at you. So I'm interested to see, I don't know how well this is going to work, but I thought we could use this little deck to get messages from them. As I don't think I'm going to get much more from the cards, because it all feels like it's almost very hush-hush. Like neither of you are really truly showing your cards to the other. And it's because they don't feel like they can come towards you, because they don't feel like they have an appropriate offer that is worthy of you. So they're still healing and trying to gain clarity before they can even contemplate coming forwards. But we're going to use these to get any messages, if there's anything that they would say to you if they could. So what would my pile one's person say to them if they could, please, Spirit? What would my pile one's person say to them if they could? Wisdom. See your adversaries as opportunities to expand your spiritual light. Yeah, they don't want you to be held back by this. And it almost feels like they don't want to hold you back. They feel like they would be stifling you in some way. That would hold you back from really, truly fulfilling who you can become. So they're asking you to continue to grow and expand while they heal and do their own thing. What else, Spirit? What else would my pile one's person say to them if they could? Dreams. The universe speaks to you through your dreams. So you may be getting messages from them in your dreams. And I'm also being told possibly through music as well, through songs and song lyrics. Because if they aren't coming towards you or communicating with you in the 3D, then it would be their way to communicate with you. It could be their higher self coming through as well, that is sending you messages via your dreams and music. What else is there, Spirit? What else would pile one's person say to them if they could? I've got two here. Abundance. When your heart's intention is to serve humanity, doors of abundance naturally open. And yeah, they just really want you to do well. They don't want to hinder you in any way. And you also have celebration. Celebrate your achievements. You truly are a gift to the universe. Yeah, they want you to know that you are... They see you as a gift. And they see the things that you can bring to the world. Whether that be through acts of kindness or the creations that you make. It's just in being who you are. And on the back of the deck we have light. It is time to reveal your radiant light to the world. Yeah, they just want to see you shine. That's probably why they're keeping an eye on you on social media, because they're just watching you shine your light. And they don't want to get in the way of that or be any kind of hindrance, because they think that you're completely happy on your own. And you have the strength and courage to really navigate life on your own as well. Not to say that you don't have people around you who support you and are there for you. Sorry that there hasn't been more come through for you, pile one. I wasn't quite sure how this reading was going to go, but it feels very much like they really are just keeping their distance right now and just observing what you're doing and just watching you from afar. I don't think that they would be coming forwards anytime soon. It's just simply that they're doing their healing work. Yeah, they are feeling the pain of the separation and they are missing you, but they just don't feel, they feel blindfolded right now. They're not seeing things clearly to be able to truly come forwards and feel like they have something to offer you at the moment. So they're just continuing their healing work, and because once they've completed that, then they feel that they'd have something better to offer you and be able to to really give you something that you're deserving of. And they're potentially working on this behind the scenes while they're just observing you. But yeah, I think that's all I have for you, pile one. Thank you ever so much for letting me read for you. I am sending you so much love. Feel free to comment, like or subscribe if you feel like doing so, and I hope that you will come back and see me again soon. Bye. Hi there, pile 2, and this is your reading, and we are going to do a quick energy check first to see where you are at the moment, and then we're going to use the tarot to see how your person sees you. So we have full moon in Aries, cool your emotions. And we have Sirius star blessings, yes, proceed, be seen, push through. And we also have Earth School with life lessons, soul growth, study and higher learning. So you may be feeling quite emotional at the moment, whether it be due to this situation or something else that's going on in your life. Because we have Aries here, you may or may not have Aries placements in your chart, or it could be significant for your person that you're asking about. But you may be feeling rather hot-headed as well, and may have a tendency to be quite stubborn. It feels almost like you know what you want and you aren't willing to give up on that. And if you were asking for confirmation about this, or about this connection, then it's a yes. I would say that there are things that are being triggered within you via this connection, potentially also the person that you're asking about, that are triggering your soul growth and lessons that you came here to learn. So it is quite a spiritual connection as well. I'd also say that you're a very passionate person. This is making me think of the colours on this card are making me think of the sacral chakra, which is all to do with our passions, creativity, and I'm really kind of taking action, because obviously this being an Aries card, it's going to be linked with Mars as well, which is all about the planet of action. And we've also got here proceed, be seen, push through. So to me, that's the kind of person that you are. You know what you want, you're willing to put in the work, push through the barriers and push yourself to achieve your goals and things that you want. So you could be very career driven, very goal orientated, but there's also a very spiritual side to you as well. And I'd say that you're a really good communicator as well, because we've got a lot of blues here as well. So yeah, I'm going to grab some tarot, and hopefully that has given you the confirmation that you need that this is your pile. And we're going to use the tarot to see how the person that you are thinking of views you, or how they see you, because it can be quite illuminating in a way, because it can be quite different to how we view ourselves or how we actually are, because it's how the person is perceiving us. And it's not always true to how we see ourselves. So I'm just going to give these one more shuffle, and then we'll get messages at the end as well. So, Spirit, how does my pile twos person see them? How does my pile twos person see them? And we have the King of Wands in reverse. How does my pile twos person see them, please, Spirit? How does my pile twos person see them? How does my pile twos person see them? And we have the Eight of Wands. How does my pile twos person see them, please, Spirit? How does my pile twos person see them? How does my pile twos person see them, please, Spirit? So we also have the Ace of Wands in reverse, Four of Wands in reverse, Page of Swords upright, and the Six of Cups in reverse. This is an interesting energy for them to be coming from. So the overall energy here, it's of regret, and there's almost a sense of stagnation here as well, because they can see how things are kind of playing out, and they can see how driven you are, but they can also see how you can kind of get caught up in your emotions, and that there's a sense of instability in the connection, that they aren't quite sure what direction it's going to go in. They don't know whether, if they were to come forwards to you, it feels like you would have had a fallout with them, and they're regretting how things have gone, and the way that they've potentially showed up to you in the past has triggered almost a lack of trust within the connection, and they don't blame you for that at all, which is why they regret it. And they can see that you've potentially buried yourself in work as well, which may be the energy that we were talking about up here as well. And it feels almost like they're waiting for the dust to settle, if your fallout has been recent, because they feel that there isn't anything that they could say or do right now that would rectify the situation. Everything's too fresh, and emotions are still running high, which is kind of, almost in a way, causing turbulence within the connection. So it's a matter of needing to ground yourself at the moment. But yes, the energy of the connection and how they're seeing this connection is quite erratic and all over the place. They may even be burying themselves in work right now. It may be their energy that's buried in work rather than yours. So take what resonates, because it will be different for all of you. But they want a fresh start with you, with the Fool there. They want to be able to just take that leap of faith. But there's divine timing at play. And a need to just kind of let things unfold. Having patience and allowing yourself to integrate what's happened, because it still feels very fresh. But they do care about you, pile 2. There is a deeper connection here, and a lot of regret for how things have gone. But there's a lot of healing that needs to take place, at the very least on their part. But you may find that there is healing still for you to do as you process this, and because it's part of your soul growth. Because each experience that we have, each relationship, whether it be romantic, platonic, family, it all plays a part in our growth and how we evolve at a soul level. And that's exactly what you are both experiencing at the moment with this. So we're going to see if there are any messages that want to come through for you. So it worked quite well with pile 1, so we will try it again for you guys. So Spirit, what would pile 2's person say to them if they could? What would they want them to know? What does pile 2's person want them to know? Freedom. Follow your heart and nurture your soul with love and freedom to grow. Yeah, I think it's just a time to really focus on yourself. For some of you, it may be that they also feel like you are following your heart. Whether you've recently gone through a separation with them and you potentially initiated it, but they're acknowledging that this is what's needed at the moment, this space and freedom to just be, so that you can follow your heart and nurture your soul, as the card says, to just really bring that self-love practice back into your life if you've neglected that. So what else, Spirit? What else would pile 2's person say to them if they could, please? What would pile 2's person say to them if they could? What would pile 2's person say to them if they could, please, Spirit? What would pile 2's person say to them if they could? Patience. Be patient and allow destiny to unfold at its own pace. Yeah, it's the divine timing coming into play there. It's kind of self-explanatory. It's very much about just allowing, rather than trying to, with the Aries and Mars energy there, rather than trying to take control of the situation and micromanage it, trust the universe and trust the process, and just kind of allow those seeds to have the opportunity to grow and mature, because you can't put a seed into the earth and then keep going back to check on it every day and digging it back up again, because it's going to be detrimental to the growth of the plant. So, and you're just going to drive yourself crazy, keep checking on it. So have the patience and really just allow things to unfold naturally. So what else, Spirit? What else? Choice. By staying conscious in your thoughts, you guide your journey in the direction of choice. So yeah, be mindful of where your thinking is taking you, whether you are in a positive or negative mindset, because wherever your mindset is, whether it be on the positive side or the negative, it's going to influence how you show up with people, just in general in life and within this connection as well. And that's then going to have a knock-on effect on how we interact and the outcomes that come about because of it as well. So, Spirit, what else would pile two's person say to them if they could? And we have two here. Love. Live your truth and share the love that is in your soul. Yeah, I think deep down there is a lot of love here. And we also have light. It is time to reveal your radiant light to the world. They just want to see you shine. They know that you've made the choices that you need to. And in a way, they're also acknowledging that what has happened has been a result of their choices as well. It's not just a one-sided thing. And on the back of the deck we have Ascension. Your soul is evolving to higher states of consciousness. You are ready for this. So yeah, it's just reaffirming that it's part of your soul growth and your soul journey. So this may have been a soul contract that you're playing out within this connection. That is to propel you forwards in your healing and on your journey, to allow bigger and better to come into your life as well. So I hope that this has been helpful, and thank you ever so much for letting me read for you. I hope that you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching, and feel free to like, comment or subscribe if you feel like doing so, and I hope that you come back and see me again soon. Bye. Hi there, Pile 3. So this is going to be your reading. This will be your energy check, just to kind of see where you are at the moment, and then we're going to get into the tarot to see a bit more. So we have New Moon in Aquarius, open up to change, and we have Akashic Stargate, aligned with purpose, crossroad, no wrong path. And we also have the Golden Children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts. So this feels like you're in a very expansive energy. You're aligned with who you are and your soul mission in a lot of ways, because you have multiple, with these different gateways here, you have multiple different purposes, because a life purpose doesn't stay the same throughout a lifetime. It can change and morph as we grow, and there isn't any one option that is the one. There's always multiple ways that you can fulfill your purpose. And it also feels like you're very much in tune with potentially your psychic gifts, your third eye, because of the different shades of purples that we have here. It's really making me think of the third eye chakra. So you may intuitively know things, but you also have a very childlike energy to you, and I don't mean that in an immature, derogatory kind of way or anything like that, but you can be very playful and tender, and you know that kind of innocent curiosity about things and about life. And it feels like you're very much open to the changes that life brings, and you can adapt quite easily, much like what children do. You're very Oh, what's the word that I'm looking for? No, I was hoping that it was going to come to me. But you're very adaptable in your nature and very resilient. That's what I was looking for. You're very resilient in the way that you handle life and what's thrown at you. You also might have quite a large spiritual team that you work with as well. So hopefully that's given you a little bit of insight as to whether this is your pile or not. We're going to kind of keeping this reading short and sweet, but we're going to get some tarot on how your person sees you or sees this connection, because we've had a little bit of a mixture come through so far, so it'll be interesting to see what comes through for you. So, Spirit, how does pile 3's person see them, please? How does pile 3's person see them? How does pile 3's person see them, please, Spirit? 6 of Cups. Yeah, they're very nostalgic about you, and it's almost like they're looking back at the good times that you've shared together as well. What else, please, Spirit? How does pile 3's person see them? How does pile 3's person see them? So we also have the 9 of Swords and the Hermit. I'll get into those in a moment. Can I get another one, please, Spirit? How does pile 3's person see them? Oh, okay, we have 2. Chariot in reverse and the 5 of Wands in reverse. I'm going to shuffle these up a bit. Put those together. And back of the deck energy is the 3 of Swords in reverse. So while they're very nostalgic about the connection and how they see you and view you, there's also an underlying sense of anxiety, and it's this sense of anxiety that's making them withdraw and go within, because this feels very much, it feels more like it's about how they're showing up in the connection than it is how they view the connection. It's like it's the result of how they're seeing the connection is making them show up to you. So they're very anxious about it, and it makes them withdraw and go within because they don't feel able to come towards you, because they're still working through their own inner conflicts and healing, and I'm really kind of coming to terms with everything that has gone on between the two of you. But they're refusing to let go of this connection, and they're not ready to give up on it. But at the same time, they're avoiding dealing with the situation, and because they want to avoid any conflict with you. They don't want to make things worse if they were to come forwards, which is why they're withdrawing and going within. Because they also know that if they were to come forwards and come towards you in any way, it would be quite imbalanced, and there might be kind of like a push-pull sort of effect going on because of the Chariot being in reverse here. So they're kind of holding back, even though there's a lot of nostalgia for the connection. They know that they aren't in the right place to be coming forwards right now. And so there's a deep need to heal, which is what they're doing by going within. Yeah, there's a sense of imbalance there. Even as I look through the deck, there's a need for you to kind of just focus on your own strength and courage as well. Because they aren't ready to let go and to give up on this connection. But there's a lot of healing work that needs to take place first before there's any possibility of a successful reconciliation. So I'm sorry that it's not a happy note or better news for you, but there's no point in me saying that it's going to be all rainbows and sunshine when there's a lot of healing and wounding at play that is being worked through, because it would just be a disservice to you. So we're going to use this little oracle deck here to get some messages from them on what they would say to you if they could. So, Spirit, what would my pile 3's person say to them if they could? What would they say to them if they could, please, Spirit? What would pile 3's person say to them if they could? We have gratitude. Universal love shines through the miracles of life all around you. Yeah, they're really grateful for everything that they've shared with you and the connection that you've had. Because I don't think that you're in contact with them at the moment. If you are, I'd be quite surprised. This feels more like a separation kind of energy. What else, Spirit? Creation. Being creative is a wonderful way of witnessing the unfolding of your limitless creative soul. And that feels like not only would it be something that would be good for you to focus on for your creativity, but it also feels like they're referencing things that you've done together, memories that you've created, and anything else that you've created together. They're really just kind of acknowledging that and how grateful they are for it, because it has had a massive impact on them. And what else, please, Spirit? And we also have guidance. You are not alone. You are guided by masters and teachers of the highest realms. Yeah, this is all, in a lot of ways, it's been divinely orchestrated. And the separation that's happening right now, it's kind of part of the plan and been guided, that this is what needs to take place for the highest good of both of you. but also as a reminder that you have your spirit team around you. So you don't have to face any of this alone, because your guides are around you constantly, helping to support you through this. And what else, please, Spirit? Is there anything else that pile 3's person would say to them if they could? And we also have love. Live your truth and shine the love that is in your soul. So yeah, they're asking you to just focus on you and be authentic in yourself, and make sure that you are keeping up your self-love practices and self-care practices as well. And we also have Ascension on the back of the deck. Your soul is evolving to higher states of consciousness. You are ready for this. And you may already be aware of these sorts of things, but this is part of your soul's growth, and there are lessons and things that you can integrate from this that will help you grow and evolve, and to be able to almost do things differently, or be able to handle things in a much easier way going forwards. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you, pile 3. I hope this has been helpful, and I am sending you so much love. Thank you for letting me read for you, and please feel free to like, comment or subscribe if you feel like doing so. And I hope that you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching, and I hope that you'll come back and see me again soon. Bye.